it's Denise from Strong Mom. Today, it's rainy and we're talking about motivation. What better day to talk about motivation and what gets me out of the morning, what gets me out of bed in the morning to exercise. That's what we're talking about today. So I was recently complimented, I like compliments, who doesn't like compliments, that I'm a great motivator, and I post all my, some workouts on Instagram and that I'm great at motivating them, and they want to know what motivates me and how can I help to motivate others. So today I'm giving you my 6 tips on motivation and how you can stay motivated. But before I go on to that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell below so that you never miss another awesome video from me and you never miss another Strong Mom workout again. Hey moms, I know you have babies at home, you got kids, you got toddlers, you got busy lives happening, and I know it's really hard sometimes to try and find time, to find any kind of time in the day to exercise, to meal prep, to eat healthy, and all that. And I'd totally be lying if I said I never dealt with that. Of course, we've all dealt with failures when it comes to motivation or lack of motivation. So I have my tips to help you get on track and to stay on track. So tip number 1, and these tips are for all moms, no matter where you are in your stage of momhood, although they're going to vary, but these tips can be used for everybody. All right, so tip number 1 is, what is your why? And I hear this all the time, and it kind of irks me because I kind of don't like, what's your why? I feel it sounds all shishy. But find out why you want to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Seeing other skinny mom model ladies on Facebook and saying you want to look like that really isn't going to motivate you. You might want to look like that, but that's not really motivating you. Is your why because you want to do more at the park than just sit on a bench and read a book or look at your phone? Do you want to keep up with your kids when they're at the park, right? Do you seriously have a lack of energy and you just need to increase that energy so that your kids aren't like, oh, mom, okay, you can rest over there. No, you want as much energy as your kids. Although I know they have crazy amounts of energy. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to pull up my hair because where are they getting all this energy? Especially at 8 p.m. at night when they should be sleeping. Or maybe your why is because you have X amount of pounds to lose, or you still have that dress in the back of your closet that you've been meaning to fit into, and now you finally found time for yourself and you're gonna work on that. That's your why. Make it your why and you're gonna go get it. Maybe your why is because you want to live a long, prosperous life. You want to see your grandkids, and the state of unhealthy eating or unhealthy lifestyle habits that you're currently in, you're not gonna get there. Or maybe your why is just because you want to wear a bikini and live on the beach for the rest of your life and feel confident and sexy doing it. Whatever is your why, I want you to keep that in your brain and think about what are the emotions that go along with it, right? I want to feel good with my kids at the park so that, yes, I have energy, but so that I'm not feeling like, oh, mommy can't play again, and that makes me feel sad. Right? Think about what are the emotions that go along with why you want to accomplish that goal. All right, number 2, not 4, 2. What is your goal? So list your long-term goals and your short-term goals. And I think it's really important to have both because you might have a goal 1 year out. I want to, for example, meal plan and make 95% of our meals in our home. And currently you are at maybe 5%, let's say. Well, that is a big, big stretch. That's 1 year out. I want you to make those small goals, those short-term goals, to baby step every month, every step of the way, you'll get better and better and increase. So my short-term goal could be, for month 1, I want to make sure that we are planning and we are cooking 2 meals a week in our home. Maybe the next month is I want to cook 4 meals a week in our home. And so incrementally you can get better, and then you can track those goals. How did you do after 30 days? How did you do after 60 days, right? So you need those small goals to kind of like a little frog jumping from a lily pad, right? You want it to get better and better and better until at 1 year you've reached those goals. All right, tip number 3 is accountability. So I know that you want to do this on your own, but it's not always going to work. My accountability partner for working out in the morning is my husband, because we get up and we do it together. We both set our alarm clocks for 5:30, 5:45-ish, and usually one of us will press snooze, and the other one of us, depends on the day, will get up and shake the other person. This morning, my husband woke me up. This is so weird. He woke me up by like touching my lips. I'm like, who does that? Usually I am like shaking him. Babe, get up, get up. Oh, and I whisper because usually our daughter crawls into our bed. So we get up quietly and we're keeping each other accountable. So whether you are a mom and you just had a baby and you want to get out. You want to get out and walk, but you're like, oh my gosh, it's raining, or it's cold, or I got to wear mittens and I don't want to do that. Find a mom who lives down the street that you guys will hold each other accountable. We're going to go walking on Monday at noon, whether it's rainy or drizzly. Of course, you're going to bundle up. You're going to bundle your kids up, but make sure that you hold each other accountable so you guys are actually going to get to do it. Another way to stay accountable is join a Facebook group. My Strong Mom community group on Facebook is great. We share recipes. I'll put in stretches, some exercises, and, post about what you're doing today. And, your motivation, other people will feed off of that too. Other people will feed off of the exercises that you're doing and say, you know what, if that mom's doing that, I can do that too. Maybe you're competitive. Maybe you like challenges. Maybe you like doing stuff with friends. So find a way. Find something that's going to keep you accountable to what your goals are and what you want to achieve and accomplish. So number 3 is plan out your week, plan out your day, plan out how you're going to accomplish your goals. So for example, I love Mondays because, it's kind of a love-hate relationship, but I love Mondays because I know that I get to work booty. Mondays are my booty working day, and that's my favorite. I know that Thursdays are my high intensity interval day, and that's just because I teach the class. So plan out how you're going to achieve those goals. It doesn't mean you have to exercise or work out every day. Just create a plan and stick to it. And if life happens, hashtag mom life happens. If you have to veer off your plan because your baby got sick, that's fine. Try and make it up another day. And if you can't, keep on with your schedule. Especially when it comes to hitting the gym. Before I became really serious about fitness, I would just walk into the gym and I'm like, look at my husband. I think we were just married then. I look at him like, what are we going to do today? I don't know. Find him some machines that are in use, and then I would just, do them. Boring. Okay, what else is around here, machine that nobody's using? Oh my gosh, so boring. And I didn't really have a goal. I wasn't specifically trying to, for example, build my biceps or work on strengthening my back or, anything like that. So I had no goals. I had no plan. I was just totally going through the motions just because I knew that fitness was important. It was good, but that's about it. And that provided zero motivation. And there were no gains to be seen anywhere in my body, physically or strength. It was just boring. All right, tip number 4 is to, as Nike says, just do it. Just do it. Just do what you said you were going to do and do something. If you haven't listened to anything else that I've given you tips on, just find something to do, whether it's walking around the block, walking down the street, walking up and down your stairs because it's too rainy and you don't want to go outside, or you don't have a gym membership, or you don't have any equipment. Do something that's actually going to increase your heart rate, that's going to maybe make you sweat, that's going to help you get to that end goal. Maybe today you're going to cook yourself a awesome healthy lunch. You're gonna grill some chicken, some salmon, and you're gonna have a salad. And that is like just doing it. Just do one thing to get yourself started. And it's important to do something you like. And when it comes to eating, eat something that you like. I can tell you all day long to eat peppers because they're so good and they're so full of vitamin C. But if you freaking hate them, I happen to like them. But if you hate them, you're not gonna do it. So find something that you like and just get to it. And find a time that works for you. So for example, my husband and I, as I said, we wake up early in the morning to get our workouts on. Because if we wait till the end of the day, by the time dinner's done, by the time the kids are in bed, it is 9 o'clock and ain't nobody working out at 9 p.m. at night because we are tired parents. So what we do is wake up early, crack of dawn, even before crack of dawn, and we get our workout on before our brain figures out what we're doing. And then by the time I'm done, it's 6 a.m. and I'm like, woo, my day has already started. I feel so accomplished in getting that 45-minute, that 1 hour workout. The more you say yes, the more success you will have. I don't know who that quote is from, but I like it. Last tip is to reward yourself. So I'm not talking about going out and rewarding yourself with a whole box of donuts because that's not a good reward. I'm talking about go and buy yourself something nice, like a sexy dress because you lost 10 pounds and you reached your goal and you're so freaking happy for yourself that you want to flaunt your stuff, right? So buy yourself something. I always like to talk to my clients about buying stuff rather than, rewarding or treating themselves with food because that really makes no sense. You don't want to go backwards in your health or fitness goals. So buying yourself, treating yourself to something that you can wear. Maybe you are going to get a manicure, pedicure. Maybe you're going to, buy something that you have had your eye on, but you're kind of like, I don't really want to spend the money now. Yeah, go out and treat yourself. Buy it for yourself. So moms, those are my 5 tips. I hope you have found some ways to motivate yourself. And now I want to answer the question about my why and how do I stay motivated and why am I doing what I do? I told you to have a why, right? Well, my why is because I like to look different. I like to look strong physically, and my friends always comment on my arms. And these are like, I love my arms. These are like my trademark, okay? So I gotta say, I gotta keep up with the trademark arms that I have. I like my butt. And I want to keep up with the butt that I have, and that's my why. I'm not gonna lie. I like going on vacation with my husband and wearing bikinis, itty bitty bikinis. I like doing that. I like the way that I look, and I want to keep this shape, my physique, my strength up. And that's my why, because I want to look like this, I want to feel like this, and I want to feel strong and look good in the clothes that I have. That's my why. Call me vain, call it what you will, but that is my personal why. And doesn't matter what your why is, what anybody else's why, that is yours. So own it and don't be afraid of it if it's vain or if it's all about looks, because that's you. You own it, it's yours, and you don't have to share it if you don't want to. So I'm gonna be me and you do you, and I really hope that all of these 5 tips were helpful for you and getting you motivated or thinking about how to motivate yourself. So leave me a note below. Let me know, were these tips helpful and which tip are you going to implement? Which tip or tips were you missing and now you can get back on track? Moms, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell below so that you never miss another video, because I got some more videos coming for you and some more. Why do I flex? I'm always flexing. I flex because I like my arms, okay? Maybe next time I'll flex my booty. I don't know. But I'll see you next time, and ciao, mamas.